Lebowski Fest. Just to let you guys know, we're going to be doing the finals of the costume contest here in about 15 minutes over at the stage down near the end of the bowling alley. And I just want to introduce David Huddleston, the Big Lebowski. He's getting ready to head out, but he wants to say a few words. So ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Big Lebowski, David Huddleston.
Thank all you folks for coming out to give us all these compliments. I appreciate it. Louder! Thank you for coming out and giving us all of these compliments. We appreciate it. And I'm glad you liked the picture, and I hope we'll do 2 or 3 more of them. Yeah! Yeah! But I got news.
One, the goddamn plane is crashed into the mountain.
What?
One, the goddamn plane is crashed into the mountain.
The goddamn plane has crashed into the mountain. I will not abide another toe.
Yeah! The bums will.
And I got news for you. The bums will always lose.
Yeah!
Thank you very much and good night.
pakuts kay kausay ni waita manang kausay manju mananya kang wangka binti pa kang chay ni ikchay mang kampu
Own me. Harry owes me. Meghan owes me. What I've been through, I should be rewarded for.
Meghan Markle's estranged father, Thomas Markle, speaking out in the new documentary, Thomas Markle, My Story. The 75-year-old sat down with Britain's Channel 5 in October, participating in a series of interviews over 6 days. Now, E.T. is bringing you his biggest revelations from the documentary, starting with this, why Thomas says he staged paparazzi photos before Meghan's 2018 wedding to Prince Harry.
Every paper seemed to want to make me look like a dumb, fat slob. I got approached by a guy named Jeff Rayner, who spoke to me and said, I can change your image.
It's called the Hare Krishna movement. A colorful group, often seen dancing and chanting in the streets.
What most Americans think when they hear Hare Krishna is peaceful people. Nothing about making someone disappear.
This is the case that's probably going to be with me for the rest of my life.
There are two wars, the material war and the spiritual war.
You have these young, immature people suddenly acquiring this absolute power over other human beings. Keith Ham wanted to take over the movement.
Manipulative, power hungry. He was the devil incarnate.
My father said he's not a real guru, and my family was destroyed.
It's a whodunit. Why did this guy get shot? And he's connected to the Krishnas in West Virginia.
I promised that I would stay for 6 months and didn't get out for 11 years.
Just like the mob. You can't have a snitch.
You didn't go against Keith Ham? If you did, we didn't hear from you again.
He said the idea was that these would all be candid shots, discreet, no one would know they were posed or anything. It would be just me doing my routine daily. I was feeling that this was very hokey and hammy, but he keeps saying, you gotta trust me.
Thomas says he didn't do it for the money, even though he's still getting paid.
I didn't do it for money. I did this to change my image.
You must still be making money off the use of the pictures.
Absolutely. Because those pictures will sell forever.
And now the Markle patriarch says he's willing to do anything to exploit the royals and make a dime, including getting paid to do this documentary.
I don't care. I mean, at this point, they owe me. the Royals own me.
You can take your green monster, Dodger Blue, and your ghosts in the Bronx. I want history. That team under the arch has a lot of it. From greatness that was dizzying, to Hornsby and the Man, to intimidation personified by a machine. They have quite a past in St. Louis. 10 world championships and a baseball city that rivals all others. I'll take that every time.
My question is for Jeff Bridges.
Okay.
Hi, Jeff. How's your life? Listen, what will it take for you to do a Big Lebowski sequel?
What will it take for you to do a Big Lebowski sequel?
All the brothers saying, hey, you want to do a Lebowski sequel? I'm there. You know, the brothers are up for it.
You're in.
Oh, yeah.
You're in.
The army, I'll have no more to do with it now. I want to be my own man. I started up a security firm. My apologies. Thursday night's always a bit naughty. We can meet Saturday. It's going to be a nice day.
It's rather forward of you.
No, I saw the weather forecast.
I didn't get your name.
Pennyworth.
Thomas Wayne. I have security needs. I recently discovered a criminal conspiracy.
They're missed.
They can't afford to have any loose ends.
Call us when you've got Thomas Webb.
He's a 5-time champion, a 13-time All-Star, 5-time Gold Glove Award winner.
Somebody asked me to use one word to describe him, and I said trustworthy, because I looked that word up in the dictionary, and it was basically someone who's there for you all the time, and you can count on him, and that's really all a number of things that certainly fit him.
Derek Jeter is the captain. He is the leader. He is the everyday driving force of so many World Series, going clear back to '96. He is one of the greatest postseason performers ever. I think you would have to say that. Just statistically, he is.
Extraordinarily successful athlete, extremely hardworking, but the guy who did it the right way.
The guy went out from day one his rookie year, handled himself in class, played like a professional, like a veteran for 20 years, and year in, year out, he's just so consistent, so productive, and just such a great leader.
When I was growing up, my parents and I would go to the schoolyard and play ball every weekend. They'd teach me how if I practiced and didn't give up, my swing would get better. But if I got in front of the ball and wasn't afraid, I could stop it. That there weren't any shortcuts to becoming a better player. But if I believed in myself, I could do it.
Now batting for the Yankees, number 2, Derek Jeter. Number 2.
Hey everybody, welcome to Jet City. As proof that I have no life, it's Christmas Eve and I'm working in the jet shop on an Arenda Type 14 thrust bearing. And I wanted to show you something cool because I've discovered a better way. Now it's a very simple change in the procedure, but you're going to see the difference. What I'm trying to do is remove the thrust bearings right there. First of all, they've got to come out of this housing, and there's a retaining lip on the top, and they just shoot out the bottom. And then we're going to remove them from this central shaft, or tube, as it were. But first of all, we've got to get the whole assembly out of this housing. Now, the way that the manual says is to support the unit the way we have here, but more securely, and push on the bearing outer race, that little tiny thin strip there. We got to push on the outer race to shove it out of the housing by force, hydraulic force, without putting any stress on the balls. If we were to push on the inner race, the force would go through the balls into the outer race and then push the thing out, and that would damage the bearing. Now this bearing is going to be replaced anyway, so why not wreck it? I don't know. We're not going to use it. We could push on the inner race, but anyway, the hydraulic press puts a great deal of force on it, and there's a lot of scraping and squealing and mechanical pain to get it out. Well, I found a better way. So we're going to use heat and gravity. I think you're going to like this. Hang on.
On so many different dials, cause I got more hits than a disciplined child. So when they see me, everybody barracks. Man, I'm like a young gun, fully barack. I cry teardrops over the massive attack. I only make hits like I work with a racket and back. Look at my jacket and hat, so down berserk, so down to earth. I'm bringing gravity back, adopted by the major. I want my family back. People work hard just to get all their salary tax. Look, I'm just a writer from the ghetto like Mallory Black. Man, where the hell's all the sanity? I used to be the kid that no one cared about. It's like you have to keep screaming till they hear you out.
Popped up short center, Jeter out. Cano, and did Jeter catch it? Wow, what a miraculous catch. Unbelievable.
Believing and praying. I even done illegal stuff and was needed a strain. They say that money is the root of the evilest ways. But have you ever been so hungry it keeps you awake? Mate, now my hunger will leave them amazed. Great, it feels like a long time coming. Fam, since the day I thought of that cunning plan. One day I had a dream, I tried to chase it, but I wasn't going nowhere. Running, man, I knew that maybe someday I would understand. Trying to change it to 100 grand. Everyone's a kid that no one cares about. You just gotta keep screaming till they hear you out.
Well, the script is there. The last page is in Derek's hands.
Had some terrible news. Mr. Lebowski is in seclusion in the West Wing. Mr. Lebowski.
Funny. I can look back on a life of achievement, challenges met, competitors bested, obstacles overcome. I've accomplished more than most men without the use of my legs. What makes a man, Mr. Lebowski?
I don't know, sir.
Is it being prepared to do the right thing? Whatever the cost. Isn't that what makes a man?
Battles aren't won solely on the field. That's a common misconception. Battles are won within. Over enemies of fear, enemies of doubt. In that place where promises are kept. Promises to oneself. Promises to one's community. Promises to one's country. In the heart of every Marine, you'll find a promise. A promise forever kept. A promise of battles won.
Sure, that and a pair of testicles.
Joking, but perhaps you're right.
You mind if I do it, Jay?
But
excuse me?
Bunny Lebowski, she is the light of my life. Are you surprised at my tears, sir?
You look like an egg.
Strong men also cry. Strong men also cry. I received this fax this morning. As you can see, it is a ransom note.
We have Bunny.
Written by men who are unable to achieve on a level field of play.
$1 million.
Howard!
Unmarked.
The Royal Zone.
Consecutive 20.
Harry owes him.
Wait, instructions.
Megan owes him.
Bummer.
What I've been through, I
This is
should
a bummer,
be
man.
rewarded for.
That's a bummer.
Brad will fill you in on the details.
Mr. Lebowski is prepared to make a generous offer to you to act as courier once we get instructions for the money.
What do you mean?
He believes the culprits might be the very people who soiled your rug, and you're in a unique position to confirm or disconfirm that suspicion.
He thinks the carpet business did this?
Well, dude, we just don't know.
چشماتو وا کن این چشمای گریون ببین ماه پشت ابر نمیمونه پنهون یادت گفتم این جمله رو برات منم که هرچی داره میریزه به پات گفتم یه روزی که نه تو میدونی و من همه تنهات میذارم وقت تو میمونی و من حالا که گله داری کسی دوست نداشته میگی هرکی که بوده تو رو تنهات گذاشته تو موندی و من دیدی تو موندی و من حالا که از زمین و زمون دلت میگیره هرکی میبینه قصه داری میذاره میره تو موندی و من بازم تو موندی و من دلش پیش تو گیره منم من تو خوشی و غم دستاتو میگیره من اونی که واسه یه سکوت و حرفات واسه خنده هات و اخمات واسه یه نگات و چشمات میمیره منم حالا که گله داری کسی دوست نداشته میگی هرکی که بوده تو رو تنهات گذاشته تو موندی و من دیدی تو موندی و من
Will you take a look at that? Pretty pathetic, huh? Well, you'll never believe this, but that llama you're looking at was once a human being.
This might look like the latest high-tech toy, but it has a deadly serious message. It's a bomb disposal robot used to deactivate unexploded ordnance, which after the war in Kosovo litters the countryside. The robot's being used as a teaching tool to warn children of the perils of landmines. It's part of a joint initiative between KFOR and the Mines Awareness Trust. Experts estimate as many as 1 million mines still remain in Kosovo. These experts are at a school in a village outside the capital, Pristina. Around 70% of the population here is Albanian, the rest Serb. That doesn't stop the message getting across.
Don't put your minds to fire. Do not try to demine. Don't throw mines into water.
Local people are used to translate the message into both Albanian and Serbian. In the morning, Albanian children get to listen. In the afternoon, it's the Serbs' turn. They're taught not to touch anything.
We teach them the dangers of staying away from mines, always reporting mines, and not to touch anything.
These children are being treated for landmine injuries at this hospital in Pristina. It's hoped that by warning children about landmines, horrific injuries like these can be avoided. But with landmines set to remain in Kosovo for years to come, it's likely that accidents will be unavoidable.
Physical harm attendant. What the fuck are you? Why are you following me around? Come on, fuckhead! Relax, man. I'm a Brother Seamus. Brother Seamus? Like an Irish monk? What the fuck are you talking about? My name is Delfino. I'm a private snoop like you, man. What? A dick, man. Now let me tell you something. I dig your work. Playing one side against the other in bed with everybody. Fabulous stuff, man.
I'm not... Fuck it, man. Just stay away from my fucking lady friend.
Hey, I'm not messing with your special lady.
She's not my special lady. She's my fucking lady friend. I'm just helping her conceive, man.
Hey, man, I'm not...
Who are you working for? Lebowski? Jackie Treehorn?
The Knutsons.
Who the fuck are the Knutsons?
The Knutsons. It's a wandering daughter job. Bonnie Lebowski, man. Her real name is Fawn Knutson. Her parents want her back, see?
So it is a one-man
Crazy, huh? Ran away about a year ago. Knutson's told me.
I'm fine with
Sure it
it.
is. Found her. It's the family farm. It's outside of Moorhead, Minnesota.
You know how I know?
Let it play.
You know how I know it's a one-man
I'm gonna keep them down on the farm once they've seen Carl Hungus.
35.
She's been kidnapped, Defino. Oh, I don't know, maybe not, but she's definitely not around.
Hey, maybe you you and me could pool our resources, trade information, and professional courtesy. Compeers, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. Fuck off, Defino. And stay away from my fucking lady friend, man.
He's got like a massive serve. And we actually had a good match. Well, I'm not sure how I kept the toes, but he beat me like 7-6, 6-3. That's good. He's very good. I mean, Salvatore's very good. Like, he beat me once. I think I managed to beat him twice after that. And he beat me for the first game. So after our match, I said to him, I said, where do you go? I was like, both of them were slow. He's like, I've been told to you, I want to move up, but he said I'm not playing enough matches. So I'm like, listen, they're very clearly like, yeah, vision.
گردون هر روز به انتظار دیدن یاره، اما خورشید و پوشونده ابری که تاریک و تاره. گل آفتاب گردون هر روز به انتظار دیدن یاره، اما خورشید و پوشونده ابری که تاریک و تاره. چشمای آفتاب گردون باز نگران از ابرها داد، میزنن این تنها طاقت دوری نداره تا بشه وقتی خورشید از دل ابرها پیدا باز. کار آفتاب گردون انتظاره. آخرش ابرها رو از رو رخ خورشید برمیدارم، توی آغوش نفس ها عطر لبخند رو میارم. واسه دیدارت همیشه میزنم تا آسمون پل، بمون همیشه کنارم. توی خورشید منم اون گل، توی خورشید منم اون گل. بمونم من همیشه گل آفتاب گردون تو. چشمای آفتاب گردون باز نگران از ابرها داد، میزنن این تنها طاقت دوری نداره تا بشه وقتی خورشید از دل ابرها پیدا باز. کار آفتاب گردون انتظاره.
رو از رو رخ خورشید برمیدارم توی آغوش نفس ها عطر لبخند رو میارم واسه دیدارت همیشه میزنم تا آسمون پل بمون همیشه کنارم توی خورشید منم اون گل توی خورشید منم اون گل
Do I make myself clear?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Ow! Fucking fascist! Stay out of Malibu, Lebowski! Stay out of Malibu, deadbeat!
Keep your ugly fucking gold-bricking ass out of my beach community.
I
Walter, John, is, well, he's a good actor. He's a good man. John Goodman, yeah. He's one of us. He loves the outdoors and acting. As a showman, he has explored the stages from Los Angeles to New York. We're talking Broadway here, man. He's done some weird little movies too. And he's lived like so many men in prior generations have lived their lives. He is a man of his times. He's a man of our times. And he has become a legend. In your wisdom, Lord, you have lived through John, as you have through so many other bright, flowering young actors before him. I'm talking about men like Clark Gable, Gabby Hayes, Roy Rogers to keep in the whole Western thing, Groucho Marx, Jimmy Cagney. We could go on, but you get the idea. These men have lived for what they loved, and so have you, Walter. You have lived for acting that you have loved so well. And so, Walter Sobchak, John Goodman, in accordance with what we think may be your final wishes, we have committed to these sidewalks in Hollywood, in the bosom of Hollywood that you love so well, a star. A star for you, a star because we love you so well. What time is it? Afternoon? Yeah. Good afternoon, my sweet prince. Thank all you folks for coming out to give us all these compliments. I appreciate it. Louder! Thank you for coming out and giving us all of these compliments. We appreciate it. And I'm glad you liked the picture, and I hope we'll do 2 or 3 more of them. Yeah! Yeah! But I got news.
One, the goddamn plane is crashed into the mountain.
What?
One, the goddamn plane is crashed into the mountain.
The goddamn plane has crashed into the mountain. I will not abide another toe. And I got news for you. The bums will always lose. Thank you very much and good night.
khayro saura yarum ki karuma yati pa kuch kai kau sai ni waita manam kau sai manju mananya khang wang kha pinti pa kan jai ligrai mau khampu
I'd like to bring out a surprise for you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sully Sullenberger, who is here. Welcome. It's great to have you here.
This is the left seat. That makes sense.
That's right. You're the captain. I am the first officer of this interview now.
That is right. That is right.
Your aircraft.
Did you like the movie?
I loved it. Yeah. This guy and Aaron are amazing. And what's really magical is the chemistry between Sully and Jeff. And
did you have chemistry like that with Jeff?
You know, we have this amazing event that we went through that has bonded us like brothers, I think, for life.
Was he somebody that you worked with very regularly?
No. In fact, as is typical at large airlines, we fly all the time with people we've never seen before. This happened on Thursday afternoon. I saw him for the very first time on Monday.
Unbelievable. That is crazy.
I would have told that anecdote if this was still my interview. What's the pool on me up to right now? What's it up to? Wait, what is it, $300? I'm a school teacher. I teach English composition. This town called Hadley, Pennsylvania. The last 11 years, I've been at Thomas Alva Edison High School. As a coach of the baseball team in the springtime. Back home, I tell people what I do for a living. And that big.
Can you see the ballpark behind us? Can you look at that?
Oh, look at it. Yeah, there it is.
Bay Area native Tom Hanks recalls childhood days at the ballpark, the Oakland Coliseum ballpark.
I think I was in 5th or 6th grade.
A bittersweet conversation with Hanks down memory lane. He says as a kid, the Coliseum was...
It was a palace. It was a world-renowned place where so much was going to be happening. And I happened to live in the slightly elevated part of the city, and I could see the lights of the Oakland Coliseum whenever there was an event down there, which was a big deal.
Hanks graduated from Skyline High School in Oakland. It was in high school when he applied for his first job at...
The Battle of Guadalcanal was one of the most representative campaigns in the Pacific Theater during World War II. Many brave soldiers lost their lives for the sake of their country, but no family made as big a sacrifice as the Sullivans. 5 brothers from a typical Irish Catholic family from Waterloo, Iowa, resolved to stick together and join the Navy, eventually serving on the American light cruiser USS Juno. On November 13, 1942, the Japanese attempted to recapture the Sullivan Islands in what became one of the most brutal naval battles of the war. As a Japanese destroyer torpedoed USS Juno, only 10 out of 700 sailors survived. Tom Sullivan was preparing for work one morning when 3 officers approached him. He asked which of his sons had perished, to which one officer replied, quote, "I'm sorry, all 5. Brothers George, Francis, Joseph, Madison, and Albert Sullivan enlisted in the U.S. Navy on January 3, 1942, a month after the attack on Pearl Harbor. The Navy usually separated siblings, but George, the oldest brother, wrote to the Secretary of the Navy requesting special permission. The request was granted, and the brothers were able to serve together. The Sullivans were a typical Irish Catholic family from Waterloo, Iowa. George and Frank had both previously served in the military. George was a gunner's mate 2nd class, while Frank was a coxswain. Joe, Matt, and Al would be serving for the first time as seamen 2nd class. Aside from the Sullivans, the drafting of brothers Joseph, Patrick, Louis, and James Rogers from New Haven, Connecticut served as a valuable public relations campaign when the Navy was most in need of new recruits. The Sullivans and the Rogers were all assigned to USS Juno, a light and fast cruiser with an extraordinary amount of ammunition and fuel.
Well, I got news. One, the goddamn plane is crashed into the mountain. What? One, the goddamn plane is crashed into the mountain.
The goddamn plane has crashed into the mountain! I will not abide another toe! And I got news for you. The bums will always lose. Thank you very much and good night.
Right there. First of all, they've got to come out of this housing, and there's a retaining lip on the top, and they just shoot out the bottom. And then we're going to remove them from this central shaft, or tube, as it were. But first of all, we've got to get the whole assembly out of this housing. Now, the way that the manual says is to support the unit the way we have here, but more securely, and push on the bearing outer race, that little tiny thin strip there. We got to push on the outer race to shove it out of the housing by force, hydraulic force, without putting any stress on the balls. If we were to push on the inner race, the force would go through the balls into the outer race and then push the thing out, and that would damage the bearing.
Born in 1894, Hardip Singh Malik was the first Indian to fly into combat with the Royal Flying Corps. However, Malik was initially turned down by the RFC when he first applied. Undeterred, and despite being a British subject, he approached the French Air Corps and was eventually accepted. This angered Malik's tutor at Oxford and prompted him to contact a senior general within the RFC to reassess Malik's case. It was only then that the powers that be finally relented and offered him a cadetship with the Royal Flying Corps.
So I wrote to my tutor at Oxford and I said, this is the position, but I feel as a British subject, so I was in London on leave, to come and see the general, which I did. And after the interview, he said that he would take me into the RFC. That's how I got into the RFC.
I assumed it was the Second World War that you were... I didn't know you were fighting in the First World War. How amazing, eh?
Well, I became a fighting pilot in the Royal Flying Corps.
After being transferred to No. 28 Squadron, Malik finally went into combat under the guidance of the legendary Canadian fighter pilot, Major William Barker.
Now, Barker was a very independent sort of fellow, and he knew, and the general who was commanding that area, he knew him personally, and the general knew him. So he approached the general for special permission, and he obtained that permission, so our CO could do nothing. So Barker then asked for volunteers, and 3 of us volunteered to go with him. Because these were single-seater machines. You know, the Camel was not a 2-seater even. So it meant we each have our own plane, and that's how we set out.
I saw the weather forecast.
I didn't get your name.
Pennyworth.
Thomas Wayne.
No, I saw the weather forecast.
I didn't get your name.
Pennyworth.
Thomas Wayne.
No, I saw the weather forecast.
I didn't get your name.
Pennyworth.
Thomas Wayne.
I saw the weather forecast.
I didn't get your name.
Pennyworth.
Thomas Wayne.
He said the idea was that these would all be candid shots, discreet, no one would know they were posed or anything. It would be just me doing my routine daily. I was feeling that this was very hokey and hammy, but he keeps saying, you gotta trust me.
Thomas says he didn't do it for the money, even though he's still getting paid.
I didn't do it for money. I did this to change my image.
You must still be making money off the use of the pictures.
Absolutely. Because those pictures will sell forever.
And now the Markle patriarch says he's willing to do anything to exploit the royals and make a dime, including getting paid to do this documentary.
I don't care. I mean, at this point, they own me. The royals own me.
Now batting for the Yankees. Number 2, Derek Jeter. Number 2.
You can take your green monster, your Dodger blue, and your ghosts in the Bronx. I want history. That team under the arch has a lot of it. From greatness that was dizzying, to Hornsby and the man, to intimidation personified by a machine. They have quite a past in St. Louis. 10 world championships and a baseball city that rivals all others. I'll take that every time.
Okay, sir, you're a Lebowski, I'm a Lebowski. That's terrific. But I am very busy, as I imagine you are. What can I do for you, sir? your problem. Just as every bum's lot in life is his own responsibility, regardless of who he chooses to blame. I didn't blame anyone for the loss of my legs. Some Chinaman took them from me in Korea, but I went out and achieved anyway. I cannot solve your problem, sir. Only you can. Oh, fuck it. Yes, that's your answer. That's your answer to everything. Tattoo it on your forehead. Your revolution is over, Mr. Lebowski. Condolences. The bomb's lost. My advice to you is to do what your parents did. Get a job, sir. The bombs will always lose. Do you hear me, Lebowski?
Mr. Turnbull, Secretary of the Minister of Science Office, received Yuri, and in the crowd of Russian and other officials, the spaceman was at times almost lost to view. Only a little over 3 months ago, he was unknown. Now he is guaranteed a tremendous welcome anywhere in the world.